Quick PSA, being single is not a punishment. And until you get over this idea that you're single because there's something wrong with you, it is going to be really difficult for you to attract the type of relationship that you want. So, hi, my name is Keisha Rice. I am a dating coach and hypnotherapist. I help women learn how to attract healthy relationships by learning to recognize their unhealthy relationship patterns and to heal from those. So, this whole idea of there being something wrong with you because you're single, you know, I truly understand this whole idea of you've done everything right, you've gone to school, you've built a career, you're committed to your faith, you've built up your social life with your friends, and now there's this feeling that the only thing left is finding the right partner, and you're wondering why that hasn't happened yet. And I also understand this temptation to ask, like, what is wrong with me? And if you have been doing that, I want to dispel some myths here. And I want to remind you that singleness is not a reflection of your self-worth, right? So I understand what it feels like to, be out and about and you're seeing other couples enjoying their day, having a good time, or you're on social media and you're seeing all these couples post and wondering when it's going to be your turn. And I understand that heavy feeling of every time you see your parents or you see other family members, they're asking, when are you going to settle down? When are you going to find someone? When are you going to get married? Personally, I got married at 30, and while I don't feel like that's old at all, I think that's very young. One of the first reactions that my dad had to me telling him that I was engaged was, "Oh, it's about time because you're so old," right? Um, and I know how it feels also to like see yet another friend of yours post an engagement photo or make an announcement about, their wedding or having kids and again, wanting to be a part of that too, wanting to also enter that season of life. Here's the thing. Those feelings, they're real, they're valid. I wouldn't take those away from you at all. But the biggest lie that we can tell ourselves is that being single is a sign of something being wrong, right? Singleness isn't, again, it's not punishment. It's not proof that you're undesirable. And it's not a sign that God has forgot about you. Because here's the other thing. And I want to say, because I'm sure somebody's going to hop in the comments and say it, that not everybody wants to be in a relationship. And that's true. Not everybody wants to get married. Not everybody wants to have kids. Not everybody wants to start a family. But if this is a desire in your heart, I truly believe that God is not a tease and that He doesn't put certain desires in our hearts for no reason whatsoever, right? Um, and sometimes it is really just a matter of being patient, and that's it. Other times it's also a matter of needing to do more healing work so that you can be the best version of yourself when you do show up in a relationship. But believing that it's a matter of being wrong or again undesirable is just not true. So your relationship status says nothing about who you are as a person. And I really want you to understand that. You're fearfully and wonderfully made. You are worthy. You are whole. And you are whole by yourself, with or without the relationship. But oftentimes, we have this tendency to confuse delay with denial. We think that because something hasn't happened yet, it's not going to happen. And timing matters. Preparation matters. Like I said, when I'm working with clients on helping them attract their purpose partner, one of the things that we work on is understanding what it means to fully be prepared and ready for a relationship. Again, healing from those unhealthy patterns so that you don't keep repeating those mistakes. what it means to truly let go of some of the things in the past so that you have the room to accept healthy love, right? So instead of asking what's wrong with me, I would encourage you to ask much better questions. And those are questions like, what are the patterns that I keep repeating in dating that don't serve me? What boundaries do I need to strengthen so that I can show up whole and ask for my wants and needs and have my needs met in a relationship? Am I actually clear on what it is that I want in a partner? Or am I just hoping that I'll meet somebody and things are going to magically click, right? Because these questions are empowering. These questions shift you from shame to growth. We're always talking about how faith without works is dead, and that is a part of it. It is understanding that part of the work that we're supposed to be doing is asking ourselves the right questions and being willing to sit with ourselves to get those answers. And let's be real, being single and trying to hold on to your faith and maintain your faith and your values is difficult because the world is going to tell you to lower your standards and to compromise and to settle for something that is less than God's best for you. But your faith is what is protecting you. Your faith is keeping you grounded, and it is protecting you from, again, settling into a situation that is less than ideal, that is not healthy, that's not going to bring you the joy that you are truly looking for in a relationship. So the next time that you catch yourself thinking about, is there something wrong with me? Is that why I have not attracted a relationship that I want yet? I want you to remember that you're not behind. You are on your own timeline that is different from other people's timelines. And you're not less than. You're just in a different season. And this is the time while you're in the single season to build build clarity, right? To set boundaries, to improve your confidence so that when love shows up, you'll be able to recognize it. You'll have the discernment to know that this is the real deal, and you'll be able to actually step into this relationship with confidence, knowing that you are giving your best, expecting to get that person's best in return, and not settling for anything less. So, this message is just kind of quick and introductory, but we're going to be talking more about what it means to show up in dating as a Christian woman. I'm going to do maybe my next video, maybe the video after, but the next video, at least in this series, will be on why it is that Christian women in particular have such a hard time with attracting healthy relationships. So we'll talk about that. But in the meantime, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Also, at the end of this, YouTube will suggest another video of mine that they think that you should watch. And if you are looking for help with learning how to identify those unhealthy patterns, then I encourage you to schedule a call with me and we can talk about what working together looks like. So I will talk to you soon. Love you so much. Bye.